Hello everyone, this is Crystal Mage Offer. Welcome back to Dark Souls 3, the Ashen Sellsword play / walkthrough. Last time we continued our trek through the Cathedral of the Deep, rescued Sigurd from a well, dropped Sigurd's armor down to him, and he presumably gets himself out. Encountered Patches, who put Sigurd into the well, and aside from that, can't recall anything else significant happening. Now, this episode, we're going to take on the Deacons in the Deep. I will say this. The Deacons in the Deep are basically... How do I put this? It's basically generic grunts versus you. Shit, we should have bought more charcoal pine resin, but... That's good, we're fine. Now, before we fight the Deacons, there are some tips I'm going to give you. Phase 1, you're going to chase after the You're going to want to chase after the Deacons that have a red glow around them. Yup, you'll see it. Phase 2 is just smack the big one until it drops dead. Alright, this is relatively short, except for the sludge. Now, you'll probably recognize where we are. Yep, right here. And we're going to just run through. And go. Run, 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 run. Just run. Do not bother facing anything. Pretty sure there were some things we could summon, but I just don't want to deal with them. Oh good, we can summon Cirrus for this fight. So there's an NPC summon. Now throw the alluring skulls. One with the red goal. The problem is you don't want them to crouch. You have to kill like 5 of them. Then it will transition to phase 2. But that's the fight. The suction that hit a few times. There we go. Small doll soul Deacons in the Deep. And that was where Aldrich was. He's gone. And if you look at the description of the small doll, basically we're going to find Aldrich in Arafil. And the Pot of Sullivan. Another boss will face in Arafil. Does that mean 2 bosses in the same place? No. Not exactly, but... Okay. Before I'm... Let's first light the bonfire. Relatively easy fight. Kind of disappointing since you would initially think it would be Aldrich that you'd be facing, but... Oh, by the way, when you reload this area, find the corpse containing that big archdeacon we smacked down we smacked over in phase 2, and we grabbed the Archdeacon set. Okay, that's smacked over. The big deacon, who we took down in phase 2 of this fight. That was his corpse. We grabbed his armor. Grabbed his armor. Ugh. Now we're gonna warp back to Firelink, and when we get there, we will encounter 2 familiar-ish faces. Like from episodes back, and wow. I think this is gonna be episode 14 of that entire series. And there's Henri. Horace is right there. He's not gonna say shit, because I believe he had his tongue torn out of his mouth. But Henri will give us some more lore. Kind of give us an idea where to go next. Aerophil. And we can progress the questline a bit more.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the Road of Sacrifices. Henri of Astora. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty.
Can't you turn to face me when we're talking?
The man-eater must have left for his true home.
Please?
The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination. Aldrich is honest a pilgrim, and so...
That's basically it. Now let's...
So, happened upon any...
Here's what we can make out of the Deacon Soul. Deep Soul. It's a worthless ass spell. Farron Dart or Great Farron Dart are much better than it. Dark Souls 2 had better dark spell selection, and the Cleric's Candlestick, which is sort of chaos, and it's a rather shitty one. Plus, it's got the skill Guiding Light. That's the only good thing about it. But even then, I'm beginning to wonder if that additional guidance line implies, oh, you'll be able to see more messages from the developers. Doubtful, but could be wrong. Screw it, let's just make this and there. Why? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Now, the Deacon's fight, basically it's the simplest damn fight ever. It's like fighting the Deacons that we fought out all through the Cathedral, but more of them. Phase 1 is just smack the one that's being possessed by a red glow. Do this 5 times, then Phase 2 happens, and the true boss rises up, surrounded by his entourage of giant blue fat demons. Well, giant fat demons covered in blue robes. Bluish robes. Then just smack Demon with giant Pope Staff, and, well, Deacon with giant Pope Staff, until it dies, and then you'll very much win. The most dangerous thing about them is, other than if they gang up on you, which could happen, is they are able to release a curse attack that will cover the whole area. You kind of saw those little dark swirls of magic floating from their cows before. Basically, leave them alone long enough, and they will cover the area in a curse that will basically kill us instantly. Which, if you were paying attention even the slightest, and have at least good enough vigor to stay alive and don't get greedy, you'll pretty much win without having to counter that attack ever. It's a gimmick boss, not a good gimmick, but I've played worse, and it's got good music. It's meh.
Welcome home, speaker. Very then taken.
Okay, we got 26 dexterity.
Farewell, Ashen Nick.
Now let's buy more arrows.
Up. Ashen.
So the next episode is basically going to be going back to the Abyss Watcher bonfire and progressing to the Carthus Catacombs. Now, the Carthus Catacombs is much shorter, relatively speaking, than the Cathedral of the Deep, so we'll probably go through the entire area plus the boss in one sitting. Hopefully. I mean, might as well. So, the plan for the next episode is basically the entire area and the boss, which is another gimmick boss, except it's kind of a dumber gimmick. I mean, it's not bad at chaos levels of shit, but it's... Oh. Okay. So, I'll see you all in the next episode as we go through Carthus, the Catacombs of Carthus, and take on its boss. Crystal Mage Knight, this is Crystal Mage Knight Arthur, and signing out.